The best race car drivers in the world race in one place and one place only on Memorial Day weekend, and that is the legendary Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson is now going to attempt the Indy 500. And Greenlight was very upfront and very quick to get the diecast made. This is the car in its box, and this came in a very standard Greenlight packaging for this year. I must say, the packaging this year is not really that much to run about. You got a Kyle Larson's name and number here on the card here, the front of the card, and it's mainly papaya on the front of the card, and it's blue on the back of the card. You can pause and take a look and whatever you want to do with that. You can look at it, read it, pause the video, what you want to do with it. Doesn't matter to me. Anyways, there's the IndyCar hologram. Here's Kyle Larson's number, etc., etc. Yeah. So before we begin on the diecast review here, this is very significant to motorsports here. This is very significant to IndyCar racing. I've been a fan of IndyCar since before some of us have even been born. And there's one driver I've been circling on my list to run the 500, and that was Kyle Larson. The best race car drivers in the world compete at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend. When I say best drivers in the world, I mean the best drivers in the world. There's no question about it. Kyle Larson is without a doubt one of the finest racing car drivers in the world right now. He's probably one of those guys that was top on everybody's list to run the 500. Now, whether he does well in the 500 or whatnot depends on a few things. One, he has to get experience, and with the experience comes all that practice time. I will be there every single practice day as per usual, and I will see Kyle Larson's progression at the 500. He ran the oval test at Phoenix. He got his feet wet at a shorter oval to get more acquainted with these cars. He's that serious about this type of task that he wanted to go to a smaller track like Phoenix Raceway and get acquainted with these cars. McLaren has been one of the finest teams at the 500 the past 3 years. I can recall numerous times where I thought Pato O'Ward or Alexander Rossi was going to get it done. But they did not get it done. They were close, but they didn't get to taste the milk. Kyle Larson could very well taste the milk at the end of 500 miles. And whether he does depends on quite a few things. I think he needs to get a fast car, which is no problem. McLaren will provide him that. He needs to get acquainted, and he needs to qualify. There are, as of now, and I say as of now because IndyCar is proposing a charter system, but anyways, the latest charter system I've heard proposed does not have guaranteed Indy 500 entries. Indy 500 qualifying is on merit. You do not get granted a spot at the 500 because you have a boatload of cash. No, it don't work that way. Last year's champion Joseph Newgarden can very well go home. Elio Castroneves can very well go home. Will that disappoint me? Of course, I'm a diehard Castroneves fan. But that's part of Indy. Indy picks its winners and Indy picks its losers. And it's sort of a blessing by the Speedway to be able to do so well and to do well at the 500. Kyle Larson can very well win. He has a good shot. And I think that with all his talent driving the winged sprint cars, I think he can transfer some of that magic over to driving open wheel IndyCar. Anyways, that's my lecture for today. Here's the car. This car is getting signed by Kyle at a Pennsylvania sprint car track. I'm not even going to try to get him to sign this at Indy. It's going to be a fucking zoo and then go be trying to meet him. But you got to give him credit that he's a very popular driver, but I would rather prefer to meet him at at a local short track rather. Anyways, some McLaren sponsors have made it onto the car. Got Mission Foods, got HendrickCars.com. Oh, what is that? Oh, Arrow McLaren, Dallara, NTT IndyCar Series, Mission Foods, Chevrolet 17. HendrickCars.com's on the side pod here. You guys can read that much better than I can. Expand, wherever the hell that is. Oh, by the way, these have the brand new Firestone Indy 500 tires. Boy, wasn't that a center of controversy last year when they didn't have the Firestone Indy 500 tires. And I think McLaren has their own logo on the mag wheels. Okay, can you focus, you stupid piece of crap? Can you? I don't know, can you? Oh, please work. There we go. McLaren. Got the... Ooh, Greenlight's actually sponsoring Kyle Larson. That's pretty cool. Well, then again, Greenlight does sponsor Aaron McLaren, so that's probably why it's on there. HendrickCars.com, Firestone, 17 Mission Foods, the Shell logo. I'm a little surprised that this fuel cell is not more detailed. Like, you don't see the insert where the fuel nozzle just goes right in there. That's a little disappointing. Mission, Firestone, Chevrolet. There's Firestone right down there. Little sponsors down there. At HendrickCars.com, there's no 17 on the rear wing. X-Track. There's the rear diffuser. There's the rear wing again. And this side, same as left. Why does everybody make fun of me for saying that? I have no clue whatsoever. Anyways, this is a very nice looking race car here. I must say that papaya and blue just magically work together. I wouldn't think that they do, but with the NTT car we saw last year with Felix Rosenquist, that really just proved to me that it could work. This majority of the car is blue, but the base color is papaya. And you can see with your own eyes. You can see with your own visuals. By the way, this is production number 1385. That this car has a great blend of those colors. The blue on the camera is not being picked up, but is that metallic or is that just dust? No, this is dust. I thought it was metallic. Never mind, that's why I blew into the mic. Sorry about that. That was probably a lot more than we could handle. But I thought it was metallic for a second, so it's not metallic car. But there's the top of the car. You can clearly see papaya does kind of go onto the side pods, but it's mainly on the tub and the rear engine cover where the papaya is. And the rest of it's mainly colored blue with a little bit of papaya and a little bit of white onto it. 17 is, of course, a Hendrick number. I know that from my NASCAR era. So that's why they chose the number. Obviously, 5 is by Pato O'Ward, 6 is by David Malukas, and 7 is by Alexander Rossi. They can't go with 8 because that's... who's Linus Lundqvist? I almost said Marcus Ericsson. My God. New faces, new places. Going to take a while for me to guess it. No, it's Linus Lundqvist in the 8. And number 4 is by Kevin Simpson. So they can't do the numbers there. So they had to pick number 17 as number. Then again, Hendrick likes that number. So that's all good. Here's the left side. There's the front. There's the nose. There's the right side. There's the back. There's the top. And there's the under tray, whatever you want to call it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. If I see you at Sebring, I will say hello. And this probably will be my last video for quite a while because I'll be quite busy editing post-Sebring images. Oh, what fun. Take care, everybody.